What's up, guys? We're FLIPTURN. We're here at Rough Trade in New York City. We're gonna go check out some records.
Two albums that I picked, I kind of chose one that represents the things I listen to now and one that represents something that I was kind of raised on. For what I listen to now, this is an Alvvays album. It's their second album, Antisocialites. Very, very, very good. Like, I can put this on anytime and it just makes me really happy. Every song's a bop. The second album is album Brothers by the Black Keys. Every song of this is also a bop, but like the Black Keys were like one of the bands that made me like want to get into music and be a musician. So these are my two albums.
I chose Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator and Lateralus by Tool. Both of these albums very influential in my life. Opposite ends of the spectrum. This album just has some of the most insane polyrhythms and composition and drumming that I've ever heard. And this album just cohesively is the best album I've heard in the past 5 years. Yeah, they're just both hugely influential in my life and my two favorites of all time.
Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridgers, and I'm absolutely obsessed with Phoebe. She's like, I think one of the greatest artists at the moment. Like, she has 3 different projects and all of them are absolutely amazing, but this is her debut album and just every track is incredible and it flows so seamlessly. I highly recommend it. She's got like such a unique and beautiful voice. And then my other record that I picked out was kind of a cheat. It's like 4 in 1, probably more than that actually. But I'm a huge Fleetwood Mac fan as well, and a lot of like my favorite songs by them are harder to find on like current pressings of albums. Like 7 Wonders off of Tango in the Night is on here, but like it's really hard to find Tango in the Night on vinyl. And then I also really love Silver Springs, which is on the extended version of Rumors, but there's a live version on here, which is super awesome. So yeah, love those.
The first album I chose is Electric Ladyland, Jimi Hendrix, and I chose that as one as a guitarist. Basically, this album kind of taught me there's like a certain like aesthetic with like how you play and like what you do. That kind of like that psych funk shows through his playing, and I think that kind of shaped a lot of like my early like aesthetic side of playing, I guess. For my second album is actually Love Supreme by John Coltrane. And this is kind of the other side of playing music, is the meaning or like emotional side, where like outside of like the physical aesthetic of music, there's like meaning or like story that sometimes words can't say, that music kind of portrays. And I think this album is like perfect personification of that. I'd say my third is probably like an amalgamation of the both, because it's more like a holistic image that combines the whole like aesthetic like parts of the notes that make it interesting to the ear, as well as like having like an image, a story, and a meaning that kind of drives the aesthetic side of the music along.
I picked Alabama Shake's Sound of Color and U2's Joshua Tree. I was raised on this, grew up with this. This is probably my first favorite album ever. But this, like, obviously, the first time I heard this, I had to make the argument it was the greatest album ever written. Also, Brittany Howard just came out with some new music, so like very relevant. But Alabama Shakes, U2, 2 of the greatest bands ever, hands down. Okay, cool.